Why world has been constantly in conflict and killing each other in turmoil throughout non-human histories. Possibly 6,000 years, human history is non-written. But before that, long time ago, did we have also such kinds of conflicts, killing each other or not? In Yellow Emperor's classic of internal medicine, that is base of Oriental medicine, that's a very old classic. The conversation between emperor, Yellow Emperor, and the medical teacher, the philosopher. Yellow Emperor questions why ancient time people are living 100 years old, more than 100 years old, without sickness, and they could live very peaceful life. Yet now, people die very early age with sickness, struggles, and also society is turmoil. Then that teacher said, Their Majesty, because we forgot, number one, yin and yang, order of the universe. Number two, we therefore made our life livings, bad eatings and bad livings. So we are now having so much trouble and cannot live long life. Present day conflict, in order to erase that, we cannot erase by violence, such as atomic war or nuclear. We must erase the natural method. Naturally, people forget about conflicts. Naturally, people become peaceful mind and do not have the idea of war, of fighting, killing. In other words, as a first step, we need develop new type of human species. That is, may not be new, that may be very old type, or original human beings, original humanity. What is, or what are modern species, 20th century people, or you may say these written histories, mankind, Homo sapiens. Why are they fighting each other, killing each other? There are many things we can see. Among those conflicting factors, if we go one by one, then we need many days. But just summarizing examples, take out. Number one, concepts or ideas. We do not have unified concept, unified ideas about most basic term, most basic terminology. For example, God. Christian people use these words. So Jewish people, so Hindu people, so Shinto people or Taoist. Meaning of God may be different when people using that. Some people think God is somewhere and we are some. God is watching us. God created. Outside of God, and God always try to evaluate our conduct, and if we do something wrong, He punish. If we do something wrong and yet no punishment, maybe God is sleeping somewhere above the white cloud or whatever. And then God is often blamed. He's unfair. He's injustice. But yet, God is there for the somewhere. On the contrary, some people think God means omnipresence, but a universal being. So, within us, without us, everywhere God. That means totality, whole infinite universe itself. Totality is God. And we are within the God as manifestation of God, or as the appearance of God's work. That means infinite universal work. This concept, second one, sharply different. Sharply different. Depends on this concept. We seek God's help or God's mercy or God's whatever towards something God is there. While second things, we try ourselves to go together with will of God or law of God. You may say law of infinity, will of infinity. So, the way of living, way of attitude sharply becomes different. And in this first way, in order to grasp the clear idea about God or asking God help, because we and God is so distant, and we do not know what God is intending, what God thinks. Therefore, we need some agent, God agent, representative in between. And he's assigned by God his power, his mission, or whatever. And then he instructs us, he tells us what we should do. You may call this Messiah. You may call this whatever. Second concept, God is whole, and within it we are. Then, by correcting ourselves, we can hear God's voice or understand God's will, because we are the work of God, manifestation of God. So second idea, do not need to put some agent. Though of course experienced teachers or experienced the people, guide, etc. there, but need not. He himself is representing God. These two sharp differences exist among various religions. For these people, very difficult to achieve this or realize. For those people, very difficult to understand this. Then, between them, or God supports other representative is there. Whatever, okay, Mahomet or whatever. Then, he interpreted God, A prophet, B prophets interpreted God. Maybe the words and the concept may be different. Then they fight each other under the same name of God. Throughout our history, when you see those fighting done between Christianity and Islam, Muslims, between Muslim and also Hinduism. And this concept of God, when Christian people say God, and when Islam people say Allah, what kinds of difference there? Or are they talking same one? That unification or that agreement has not been done. Still left open. And which is, this one is correct or that one is correct? Still up there. More like Taoism or more like Buddhism is more like that. There is great difference. Then we cannot unite the world under God or with God. As long as this is going on, religion cannot unite the world. But the religion becomes the cause of the war and conflict or killing the people, as we saw in the history. Similar way, even among Christianities, Catholic, Protestants, you know in the history, how much conflict is done, how much murdering or killing is done under the same name of God. And origin came, Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism, and Protestants and Muslim came, all one book, Bible. But interpretation different. The concept of God, the way of thinking different. My religion is right one, other religion is not the right one. Conflict. How can we synthesize that? How can we unite that? Other examples. Truth This was also very tricky word, truth. Truth scientists are thinking, called truth. Truth, priests think truth. Truth, artists think, philosophers think. Very different. Very different. What is the truth? All subjective interpretation, all intermingled. Not universal truth. Similar way, what is good, what is bad, or wrong, you may say. This also very undependable concept. When you kill the people, that is wrong and bad. But when you kill the enemy soldiers in battlefield, you become hero. What is wrong, what is good? This is very touchy problems. Someone says this is good, some other people may say that is wrong. Because we are living in the world of relativity, and everything has front and back. So this way you see good, that way you see bad. All matter of how you look at. For example, many macrobiotic cancers, macrobiotic people are trying to help and helping many sick people. That usual common sense, that is good and wonderful thing. But that may be very bad things. Because these things may be spoiling people, may be against the law of nature. If someone is eating badly and then die out, this may be the law of nature. But we may be interfering with that law of nature, law of universe. And there are many ways we can interpret. Whether really this is macrobiotic educational activity or whatever, is it good one or bad one? Okay. Same things. Some crime, for example. What is crime? Each country has a different idea of the crime. And religious people has a different idea of crime. Some people think crime should be punished. Some people think crime should be rehabilitated, not punished. Some people think crime can be erased by their self-reflection. Some people think crime should be burnt out by violence, wiped out. There are many interpretations there. And besides, what is crime? That interpretation is also no standard idea throughout the world. Bank robbery may be big crime, but to the eye of the God, money move from here to there, from plenty of money, go the place where no money. That's maybe the balancing activity. We don't know. Besides, if from United States, if someone steals some big money and bring to France and help, for America that's very bad thing. For France that is very good things. Crime is relative. Value change. We cannot depend. One idea, crime is bad or crime is this. Similarly, what is love? Love. Some people think love is sexual problems. Some people think love is emotional problems, including kissing to the extent of kissing and carrying on the herpes. Or some of people think love is include also AIDS. But homosexuality, love also. Some people think, no, that is not love. Love is like Jesus Christ or like Buddha, etc. That is love. Or some other people say, no, love is something like mother's feeding conducts towards babies, children. That is love. Some people say love is universal. Love can move the mountain. Love can do anything. Can the Almighty. Love equals God. Then someone say, well, even with love, money is much more powerful. Or atomic bomb much more powerful. The concept of love, again, no definition there. Same things. Everyone seems appear seeking peace. But what is peace? There is no definite idea throughout the world. What is a peace? Peace is state of knowledge. Though many sickness goes, many crime goes, many quarreling goes in the family, or peace is more include various other factors beyond war, or peace is not only fighting between nations, races. Peace means also the way of life, way of thinking for all domains. For example, some doctor may use antibiotics to kill bacteria. Is that peaceful person, or is that war? Destroy. Some cancer patient is cut out, like tumor, by violence, knife. Is that peaceful act or violence, war act? When we lose immunization, we give injection or we get some kind of pills and try to temporarily reinforce the artificial immunization. That method is method of a person who loves peace or method who loves war. If you like to have peace, all life, all aspects of life must be or should be, have to be peaceful measures. Against international war, nuclear war, and calling we need peace, we need world peace. And on the other hand, if we are living in day-to-day killing, using violence, using that, using knives, this, that, what is it? Is it not contradictory? Or so-called peace means only limited in the so-called warfare among nations, and is not related at all the way of thinking, way of behavior in day-to-day life, how to treat our life, our health, so forth. The cattlings, cows, now in United States, suppose United States population 230 million, cow is about 50% of that. That means about 100 million or more. That 100 million more cows, from them sucked out the milk and eventually kill them and eat. Is that peaceful action, or is that war, violence? So, is that can be allowed or not? All questionable. Someone say, I don't eat meat, I don't eat eggs, I don't eat because I don't like to kill animals, because that is not peaceful mind, not love. Then, is it the peaceful act that he is taking cheese, he is drinking milk? Or is it the peaceful fact he is wearing leather band, or wearing leathers, the animal skins, the shoe? And to what extent really to be the peace? What is the peace? Huh? Same thing. Race. White, black, yellow, blue, gold, purple. Is there really superiority of race are there? Or not? What is race? Many people think black people hereditary black, white people hereditary white. This is sharply different. Origin different, hemoglobin different. This is different race. And until 19th centuries, white race is superior and therefore can do whatever over black race. Or in Asia, yellow race many, white race superior, and we should take the powers to control Asia. And so colonization went. India, Burma, Indonesia, Philippines, etc. So-called white man's burden. And however, suppose if we move pumpkins from New England, acorn squash butternut from New England, move to Florida and plant there, then color of skin, textures, and quality become different. Suppose if we move white people to Asia, or Asian people to Africa, and see 1 generation, 2 generations, 3, 4 generations, and let them eat what these countries people are eating under the sun, under the soil, and their vegetables, their grains, their fruits, whatever. Are they not changing? White people change yellow, yellow people change black, or white change black, black change white. Is not happen. Have not yet controlled the experiment yet. But practical experience going on, such as people in Africa were eating tapioca, banana, long centuries. Now similar things, banana, potato, plus sugar, tropical fruits import began to eat, especially this centuries. Many white people are developing skin becoming black, so-called freckles. When freckles cover whole body, he changed into black. And eating that way and living in Africa, more sangos more quickly become whole body black. On the contrary, black people come America or Europe, more less sunshine, and eat. More white people are eating oatmeal, or millets, or whole wheat bread. And recently, for past 300 years or 400 years, since Renaissance time, cheese, milk, etc. Which going on in America and Europe, everywhere, are those black people are not developing on the skin white patches? Are they not changing to the white race? I receive quite often, from time to, not quite often, but from time to time, the couple, wife bring husband, about 40 years old husband, black couple. Wife worried, my husband is now becoming white. I asked, let me see. Then he take out shirts, become naked, big white particles. Big. And the wife is worrying about it. She's now different from whom she thought very lovely, same color like her, now change white. Can we do something? So I asked, which do you like your husband, to be white or black? Or yellow? Depends on that, my suggestion is different. Then wife said, of course black. Then I asked her, discuss between you which is really good, which one. Then they were talking, which I cannot understand, they are talking. Then both say, we like to be black. So I said, okay, then you should do stop this way of eating, this way of eating. You should eat that way. Then stop white. Become, again, gradually become darker. What is race? And Africa, for example, have been thought very primitive barbarian countries. It's not. Historically, Africa was a very developed country, place. If you study history well, archaeology well, Africa had many empires, many civilizations, many cultures before Egypt, or together with parallels like Egypt time, and before that. That was destroyed decent 400-500 years and remained the very primitive way. What is race? What is race? According to our macrobiotic vision, race is natural environment is making people where they are living adaptable and suitable to that direct environment. That way, someone is living in certain area become dark and darker, someone living in certain area become white and whiter, etc. And that adaptability is done by climate, water, soil, as well as long generations way of eating. As we are seeing, all plants go like that. Then, what we are thinking, what we have been thinking 18th, 19th centuries, early 20th centuries, there are definite races which has the different species. That is nothing but superstition. Superstition. Same things. What is nationality? Nation. This is United States of America. That is Germany, Republic of Germany. That is China, etc. They speak different language, and when we go travel to one country or another, we must carry passport, we must carry visa, and we must pay tax. What is this? Meanwhile, birds flying across that all ocean and borderlines, and birds sometimes see down, and the birds is laughing at human inconvenience. Or animals across Canada and American to Mexico without passport and visa. What is nation? After you are born, we were taught nation exists. And we were educated that way under certain flag. And we are called, I'm a citizen of what country. And then we were taught national anthem. And we are taught how to be patriotic to our own country. And we learn the Constitution, we learn the law. And we live with it, its law, its regulation, its social systems, its various kinds of customs, which was made as a nation. But is there really nation exist on this earth? We behave whole life as American citizens, as German citizens, as Japanese citizens, whatever. We behave whole life that. And in this country, I like to be like this, so and so. What kind of occupation, what kind of position, etc., so forth. Is there such nation exist in reality or not? If it exists in reality, truly exists such nation, when birds across the borderline, they must carry passport and visa too. Otherwise they were put in jail. And immigration law should be applied also to the animals. But no. Then what is nation? Where nation exists? In all our head. All our head. Everyone is taught, everyone was therefore believed, so everyone behaves that way. But bird was not taught, animal was not taught, so they don't have such concept. Which is true one? Which is really true one? There are many concepts which are dividing world, conflicting each other. Those concepts we must all clean up. And what is real one? What means justice? What means love? What means God? What means truth? What means peace? What means a nation? What means a world? We must really understand again according to the real this earth and this universe. Then we must know our education. Which are giving various those concepts, including national concepts. Are those education is really serving for humanity or only serving for certain limited concept, certain occupation, certain profession, certain money income, certain nation. Or really that is serving for humanity, for everyone. Big question. Education in grammar school, high school, colleges. How do we reorient all this? Which is a source of many superstitions. Same things, many teachings, cultural teachings, this and that, which are experiencing. Many of them probably may be making to your brain the puring the superstitions. Often, patients see me, questionnaire, they fill in. Questionnaire say, what do you think cause of your trouble? Then they fill in. Maybe hereditary. Maybe this. I ask them, who did say your trouble, your breast cancer, or your the ovarian cancer for hereditary? Patients say, well, my mother got breast cancer, my aunt also got breast cancer. So doctor said, this must be hereditary. What does it mean, hereditary? Hereditary means I don't know. So put the words of hereditary. Same things, I don't know, then put the words of mutation. Or they put the words accident. Or they put the words miracle. Various types of words are prepared to cover up, I don't know, ignorance. Why mother breast cancer and daughter become breast cancer? Cause of breast cancer is 28 flavor of ice cream. Somewhere the grilled cheese sandwich and various other fatty, greasy food. Suppose in that family eating that every day, every other day, of course mother become breast cancer, daughter become breast cancer. So, not hereditary. Same things, like Mongoloid babies, autistic baby, autistic. Do you know autistic baby? Practically all psychiatrists or doctors think that hereditary. But what is hereditary? Autistic children are not hereditary. Autistic children are caused by what mother was eating or mother was taking, receiving in the form of medication, whatever, while she was carrying these babies. That made the baby autistic. If, yes, there is some cases, egg and sperm, their DNA themselves are already troubled before combination goes. But if I travel there, that is, father was eating, and by that food, certain type of sperm, mother is eating the certain type of eggs. What the father and mother were eating, making that the quality of DNA hereditary factors. It's not hereditary. Hereditary means unchangeable one. This is changeable one. If careful, then second baby is okay. Third baby is okay. And so, all concept must re-examine and total change must go. In order to unify the world, this is ideological, philosophical revolution is needed. Reformation is needed. World-scale renaissance is needed. That world-scale renaissance, that means change of concept, change of visions. For that, then, what to make change? Suppose we call world leaders, world scientists, world philosophers, all young students, all college students, the champions, and make international round tables, either United Nations or anywhere. And they debate. Now let's discover what is the real definition, common definition of peace. What is the common definition of God? What is the common definition or universal definition of love? Endless discussions. No solutions. If could be solved, already 2,000 years ago was solved. That can't work. Like United States government, Soviet, the disarmament or controlling the nuclear weapons. More than that, big argument, disagreement goes. Same thing, the capitalists, between capitalists and communism, they get all communists, they get all round the table, begin to discuss how to be world future economical system. No agreement comes. 5, they can't agree. 5, they have so much different opinions which are conflict. Because what? What is the cause? Because what is it? Because they are biologically, psychologically different species. That's why they can't understand each other. And that differences becoming more and more throughout the world. Used to be like medieval age, because villagers or some local area had more kinship or more easy to communicate, sharing same kinds of ideas. But now even one village, one town, so many different idea goes, concept goes. So many arguments, different goals. Fine. Biologically, psychologically, they have become different people. Different species they have become. In the brain, brain have most inside of brain, reptile brain, mammal brain, human brain. Everyone has this because everyone evolved, repeating biological evolution. So brain in the early stage of pregnancy, brain is middle stage, brain latter part, brain after you're born and while growing. Brain also evolves more and more and more. And if we are eating the food reptile eats, such as eggs, milk, this reptile brain is stimulated. So reptile thinking of the world view. Reptile talk, snake talk about peace, snake talk about love. And if you eat meat or whatever, then mammal's brain is activated. So becoming like tiger or lion's type of thinking goes. And furthermore, if you eat more grain and vegetables, human brain start to be activated. So now, for those past half centuries, so much diversified variety of food, diminishing human food, grain, vegetables. And all food are dairy food, meat, sugars, oily, greasy food, all stimulate either snake brain or tiger brains. Of course, I like very much nuts. That means I'm stimulating ape or squirrel brain. So maybe I'm thinking maybe too much sky type thinking, living on the high trees, maybe not us down. But anyway, by what we eat, brain activity different. Because so many diversified foods go, therefore each individual person brain is different. So each people, different opinion or different interpretation. For him something is good, for others something is just bad. They argue constantly. No solution. So, in order to have world unity, unless biological, psychological unity is there, quality unity, species unity is there, there is no hope. There is no hope. This world will be collapsing two ways. One, by war. Nuclear war. Many people still feelings where war may not come or may happen, we don't know. And day to day, because of the very comfortable situation, so do not think serious. But you have to know if atomic bomb or hydrogen bomb dropped, really that is a misery of miseries. By one flash, everyone here is wiped out. Wipe out means disappear, literally disappear. No one knows where you are. And the same things, entire Boston, whatever, momentarily destroyed. Together with very high 1,000-degree temperature comes. Precious. Wow. Under that circumstance, mother can't help babies. Husband cannot help mother, wife. Of course, police or guards or medical staff can't do anything. They themselves destroy. If war begins, it's a literary end of your family, of your country, of your civilization. Literally that's end. Except the people probably living in Amazon jungles or living maybe in the New Guineas, the jungles or high mountains. All modern societies, people, so-called civilized people, all out. And that war may happen any day, any year, may happen. And now, for example, like rescue plans, right? Or hidings, or like when nuclear war happens, then like whatever, the shelters, etc. That is nonsense. Can't work. Because I saw Hiroshima, I saw Nagasaki after atomic bomb down. Can't work those things, even that primitive atomic bomb. Anyway, people standing like this, in the front of the concrete building, in the case of Hiroshima, that about noontime, they were talking, somebody, flash. That moment, everyone disappeared. And there's shadow in there. Shadow. About a couple hundred soldiers were standing in the behind of the building of the regiment, lining up for inspection, standing. Flash. That moment, every soldier changed into ashes. Standing ashes. Of course, all housings, all destroyed. Fire goes. No one can help others, even accidentally survive. Many people ripped out, body itself, half ripped out, the face ripped out. Then bone, organ, back. Of course, 2-3 minutes later, fell down and died. And after that goes fallout covers. So survivors dying out. High temperature, like you are living in oven something. It's totally out, impossible. you try to survive under that nuclear war. And then some people planning secretly, because this earth has no hope, so selected 10,000 people or whatever, secretly prepared the the rockets and move, the shift our residence from Earth to other planets like Mars or whatever. Such kinds of serious plan also going on. That is, I or my group only should survive, while 99.9% mankind destroyed. Very egocentric plan is going on, a secret. Second way of destruction of mankind is disease. Both body and mind. Body and mind. You know, cancer is dying by cancer. Each family, every family now. AIDS is increasing every 6 months, double. Soon, from now about 5 years later, if we go on this speed, then 70–80% of males population become AIDS. Only 7 years later. Before that, 5 years later. And total male population become AIDS is just about 6 years or so, if this ratio continues. Total American population. And herpes, 20–30 millions, increasing 20% every year. In 10 years, all male, female adults from herpes. Meanwhile, heart attack, slightly now everyone's idea to prevent heart attack is gradually developing, but heart attack or heart disease still 2 out of 5, 40% of the times. Diabetics increase. Mental illness increasing. Anyway, time is now wiping out mankind, human species, by nature, a natural law, wiping out. Then, for our technologies die. They can't cure this. They can't prevent it. So they do, when trouble comes, take out troubled organs, replace to plastic organs, or replace with a person died 10 minutes ago, take out the kidney or this, that, and replace probably the heart of ape or monkey of the kidneys, monkey's kidneys, All electric device, this and that, and also pills every day, constantly taking psychologically and this way control. So-called bionic species. Bionic species. Bionics. And psychologically also controlled and monitored. Already tranquilizers, sedatives, etc. going on. Right? Practically every family takes sleeping pills, tranquilizers, this, that. Right? Every family practically taking. That more and more increase psychologically. Psychonation, or bionation, psychonation. Human race anymore naturally self-free goes. No more free liberal. Human race. And no more human race is the human race. That is bionic and psychonate race. Mechanized, artificial species. Change. Natural species of humanity die out. And dying out now, every day dying out. Right? And changing survivor, living people under the technologies, medical technology or whatever technologies, transformed into artificial species. Together with that, mass production of robot goes. Which are much more perfectly mechanized. And the robots, because they are more perfectly mechanized, 100% mechanized, artificialized, comparing half artificialized species, this is much more efficient. No need to have medical insurance, no need to have social securities, no need to have any tranquilizers or electric device, whatever, right? Plastic surgery, etc. So this spread, millions and millions of robots will spread, take over in many areas of the human society. Meanwhile, human beings, everyone change into this way. As already knows, more than 2,000 cases, maybe more now, young girl who has puberty age, who reaches puberty age, receive surgery, removal of breast, replaced with plastic artificial breast for the purpose of prevention of breast cancer. It's madness. Same things many people take out this, right? As yesterday said, 700,000 cases every year. Hysterectomy goes. But how many friends here, please raise your hand and look at each other. How many friends here did you take out tonsils? Please see each other. Okay, thank you. About 50% or more friends, about 60%. tonsils for the preventive measure in order to prevent future tonsillitis. Right? And thought that is not needed, only this troublemaker. Such silly nonsense medical science was there. Tonsil is very important organ, so appendix. If not important, how could we create this and be born with it? Well, this is very important organ. Just scientifically or medically did not know what kind of function. Then they think this is not needed. It's silly problems. Without admitting ignorance, take out. You are already sacrificed of modern technology, of bionation. Anyway, even we don't have war, within 40 years, maximum 50 years, maximum 50 years, majority of modern man will become artificial species, and robots, millions of robots around you will become. Okay? And natural species no longer continue to exist. Yesterday I told decline of infertility. Right? Then what goes? Making test tube babies, right? Etc. goes. Artificially manipulated species come out. In other words, briefly speaking, this 50 years maximum, this is last period of mankind, natural mankind. Okay? Then, naturally, these mankind, end of mankind, end of human civilization, human world. Can we save it? Can we turn this destiny? Only one way can do. Right? Only one way. That is recovery of our natural quality of cells, blood, etc. And recovery towards freedom from sickness, recovery from cancer without operation, recovery from AIDS without manipulation, recovery from psychological trouble, mental illness without the pills, tranquilizers. Is there such recovery method there? That method does not harm, does not destroy, and rejuvenate sick organs, sick tissues, sick cells, and recover natural immunization. And that method is not the method of violence, cutting, chopping, etc., which is sharing exactly same mind of war against sickness, let's destroy enemy, etc. Instead, more peaceful, natural way can be done with not self-destruction, not destructing enemies, but rather thinking ourselves, I was wrong, I am the cause of my sickness, troubles, and so I have to change myself. And that way only mankind can be peacefully recovered, and mankind can be able to live on and survive and turn this terminal destiny of human race, natural human race. That method is macrobiotics. Macrobiotics does not kill bacteria or virus. Macrobiotics does not chop out any organs. Macrobiotics does avoid as much as possible any antibiotics, any tranquilizers, any strong injections or pills, so forth, chemotherapies, radiotherapies, etc. Macrobiotics goals begin one, total self-reflection. I was wrong. I am the cause of my unhappiness. I am the cause of the people's, society's unhappiness and conflicts. So I now, from now on, become very good boy, very good girl on this earth. In order to become good boy, good girl, not only concept, but I have to be good boy, good girl through blood, through changing cells, through changing quality of organs. Rejuvenation, resurrection of natural quality of human beings. Resurrection as natural humanity, which is carried by most peaceful way, which is even not forced to each individual person, do participate, do start to change, even we do not, macrobiotics do not force them. Leaving to every individual people, it's free choice, and also doing combination of cooking, etc., up to their idea, their freedom. With that, exercising each individual people's total freedom, and without destroying anything, the using natural substance, and with peaceful mind prepare that and observe it, and change its blood, change its self, change its organs, rejuvenation, resurrection of totality comes. Right? Only that way mankind can be saved. And by that way, natural mankind resurrected, and with his brain, what God is, what justice is, what love is, new image begins. And with that, new world is open. door of a new era of natural high quality of humanity begins. With that, paradise on this earth will begin. Without it, everyone diminish natural quality, and all mechanized, artificialized, and controlled, even its concept, programmed, computerized, lost total freedom. Whether you like to be controlled by machine and become the mechanized, artificialized human beings, or your offspring, or you like to gain back total free will, and by that you change, rejuvenate, and you entertain, enjoy your life on this earth. That is the difference of decision. I would say majority of mankind, current mankind, late 20th century mankind, and their offspring will unfortunately go this way. And minority of people, maybe 20%, maybe 30%, maybe even 10%, will discover natural way of resurrection and begin new world. World unity is achieved with biological, psychological recovering of humanity. World unity never be achieved without temporal agreement, temporal treaties, or temporary the conference make temporal conclusions, but that is all symptomatic. As if skin disease comes and putting some medicine here, because not changing this constantly against skin disease goes. The same way, whatever now efforts done in government level, in the business level, in the cultural level, throughout the inter-exchange of the whole mankind, various kinds of talking between nations, between groups done, it's only temporal, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. It doesn't work. They all don't work. Because each quality of mankind are sick and crazy and dying out. And they use reptile thinking, mammals thinking, and they want to reach the peace. It can't do it. So, including new friends, and including all our friends who have studied long time and wants to spread and teach macrobiotics. You are really carrying the mission, natural mission, which save mankind's destiny. And open the paradise on this planet. Mythologically, according to my studies or documents, etc., mythologically, long time ago, ancestor came from heaven, other planet, descended. They brought grains and taught how to cultivate. And they said, as long as people eat this earth is in peace, and offsprings will prosper, continue forever. But after ignored, if do not eat, mankind will perish. That is now going on. And I do not know what they did call that ancient eating. And your work is same things. Saving, developing human species on this earth. And headquarters of this is your kitchen. General who carry this campaign is most cases very tender, gentle woman, like Mrs. Osawa. Not tough, 5 stars generals, very tender, gentle, full of love. That graceful woman is as general of this campaign. And by macrobiotics, let's demonstrate for you to easy to spread this, to carry this message to all corners of the earth, to make it easy. I wanted to demonstrate with our friends, senior friends, demonstrated to how cure cancer. There are many cases, recoveries, but many cases couldn't because of various reasons, maybe too late, maybe too much medical interference done before that, or lack of family cooperation, or couldn't cook properly, or various things caused. I must apologize for them very, very deeply for my inability. But still takes time for mankind awake. Cancer and macrobiotics alone. So I like to share with you the work. Let's save AIDS people. Let's turn people who suffer AIDS into healthy person, which can be done very, very easily if proper cooking is performed. Then, suppose 20, 30 AIDS friends already began as a group. More and more they will begin, increase. They will become better and better. Their immunizing abilities, immunization become better and better. In 6 months, in 10 months, or 1 year later, all they start to cure. always disappear. Then they will have big conference of thousands of aged people, and they will inspire, and they will tell their own cases. All aged people will become macrobiotics. That means from there all homosexual lesbian people become macrobiotics. From there all families of their families start to change into macrobiotics. And this revolution already began in hidden small way, but will be on the surface from now maybe 1 year to 1.5 later. And yet, if people still do not understand how important food is, how important self-reflection is, how important our lifestyle is, if still not people understand, then I think it's worthwhile to destroy all mankind. Such foolish mankind are not worthwhile to live on this planet, killing each other, fighting each other. Even though the evidence is there in the front of them, still they were arguing, meat is needed, sugar is needed, this, that, blah, 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 blah. If such foolish species, it's worthwhile to destroy. Or we ask either God or to the order of the universe, whatever, give us more dreadful disease, which not every 6 months double, every 6 months 10 times increase, and every family will be involved. And we will demonstrate how easily can be cured that by self-reflection, proper way of eating, etc. Either way, but I think modern mankind still not yet so foolish. If we show AIDS can be cured very easily. And if those AIDS people talk to all the world through newspaper, magazine, radio, I think modern people, including Kremlin, including Soviet leaders, including leaders of fighters in Middle East, Central America, I think they are not so much foolish. I hope. Let's hope so. And let's put our efforts 4 to 4 years to do that. If they are not foolish, then in 5 years we'll begin world-scale biological, psychological resurrection throughout the world. In 5 years we'll begin world-scale. United Nations, various governments, various enterprise, various hospitals, various prisons, all will start to adapt, apply. And as the year goes, remarkable improvement of human species, remarkable improvement of sickness, remarkable improvement of crimes, remarkable improvement of the human behavior then future of mankind will be safe. And at that time, bio-nation is not needed, psycho-nation is not needed, will be known. So, this work, your work of angel, now is the time of peak. 1980s, 1990s. Until the end of this century, your mission, work as angels to save mankind is so much epoch-making for the destiny of mankind. Whether we make paradise or whether we destroy whole mankind, all depends on our macrobiotic friends' 20 years efforts, especially these 5 years efforts. And many friends who have dedicated, who have been dedicating, and who will be also continuously dedicating. To all of them, to all of you, I extend my gratitude, thanks from my soul, my heart. Thank you very much.